everybody. My name is Nightfire Ox. Welcome back. If this is your first time here, then welcome. I totally forgot to turn my lights on. Uh-oh. I'm a bad content creator. There we go. Okay, anyway. Hope you guys are doing good tonight, wherever you may be, or today, wherever it is in the world that you are. We are reading Omniscient Reader today. Before I get started, a very quick update and then the schedule. For those of you who are new, I do my updates and I do my schedules at the beginning of the video and then we get into it. At the end of these kinds of things, Omniscient Reader and Tower of God, they both get, what is I'm thinking here? Ooh, excuse me. Or we do discussions at the end of them. I also have a quick reminder to that as well. So, first up, updates. Just one update. Solo leveling. I've been saying this entire week. I said I was going to continue to say it until Sunday. So that way everybody is caught up, because I know solo leveling was really popular, and plus there's a lot of you who may watch all my series. There's some of you who may only come here for Omniscient Reader, so just to be sure that we're covering grounds for everybody, for anyone who hasn't seen it. But gosh, I am losing my train of thought. Solo leveling will no longer be on YouTube, so if you're wanting to watch it, it has to be here on my Twitch channel. So, just so you know, come here for solo leveling. It's not on YouTube. All the videos have been taken down. They didn't take them down themselves. They didn't. There was 2 videos that were asked to be taken down, which I did. But after the second video came in, I felt like it would be rather safe than sorry, because they were giving me the opportunity to take the videos down. But who knows how long their patience lasts, where they see my name pop up multiple times. And they just decide not to be patient with me anymore. So I decided just to take them all down. So come here for solo leveling. Remember that solo leveling on Twitch, you can come here for my streams. Just because just in case you miss a stream, don't worry. My these videos are up for 14 days, so 2 weeks. So if you can't make it to the stream, it's going to be up the next day for you to watch. So do not worry. It's totally fine. It's going to be there for you. Now, let's get to the schedule. Today is Wednesday. We have Omniscient Reader. Thursday, tomorrow, I am reading Kubera. Friday, there will be no Eliseed. I mentioned that I'm making 2 to 3 parts of my Halloween series. So Friday, I'm going on an actual paranormal investigation. I'm actually kind of excited for it. I would say that I'm a healthy skeptic when it comes to ghosts. I would love to find evidence that they exist, but also at the same time, I'm not the kind of person who's going to be like, oh my god, that chair over there rattled, and there's a window right next to it. It must be a ghost. You know what I mean? So, I really I've always wanted to go on a ghost adventure. No, ghost hunting, a paranormal investigation, if you will. So I'm really excited for that. And then I may do another one, but it will come out at the beginning of November, because I'm going to be doing it the 30th. So my family is in the possession of a possessed doll. She's a real doll. I'll have to show you to her sometime. Maybe at the end of the stream I'll show her to you and talk a little bit about it. But she was a doll. I think they were called the in memoriam dolls or whatever. But back in the 1800s, essentially what would happen is that there would be these dolls. Children died a lot back in the day. It was, you had a lot of children, expect to lose half of them, basically. And so what they would do, because this was in a time right before photos were out, or maybe photos were too expensive. Well, this is in the 1800s, so more of the earlier rather than the latter. But even up into some other times, before pictures got popular, these dolls were the things. And then they switched from the dolls to doing the photographs of the dead children and try to make them look lifelike. But, well, they were you know what I mean. I'm not going to try to explain it too much. But what they would do is they would take hair from the child after they passed, and they would put them on these dolls. And that way the family had a little token. So the doll we have, we do believe is possessed. A lot of very weird things have happened around Mary. She causes a lot of things to go bump in the night. Let's just put it like that. So I thought it would be very interesting with my equipment to maybe talk to Mary. But the thing with Mary is, you have to have permission before you can speak with her. You have to be very, very respectful with her. And a lot of the times, people are not very respectful, and what ends up happening is they end up getting haunted. And then what typically happens after that is they come back and they say, hey, I'm very terrified of that doll. It scared me, and I'm pretty sure it attached to me and came home with me, and that is something she does. So I thought maybe that would be something you guys would be really interested in seeing for a Halloween thing. Mary loves Halloween. She loves the attention she gets around Halloween. So I think it would be fine to do. So anyway, aside of that, so that's what we're doing Friday. Just a whole bunch of paranormal investigation stuff. Trying to make it a little fun and have a little bit of different content on the channel for Halloween. And then maybe we'll do some stuff when it gets closer to the holidays. And let's see, what else? Oh, so Kubera is going to be Thursday, not Saturday. And then Sunday we have Tower of God. For you LSD fans, we'll probably do 2 LSD next week. Where we do one on Thursday and we do one on Friday. So, that's a little bit of an update. Hello! How are you doing? I see you on YouTube all the time. So, anyway, another quick reminder for my newcomers. These are pure reactions. So, this is my first time reading something, first time reacting to it. So, I just want to give a quick update. It is 100% okay if you completely disagree with what I have to say. And I want to make it extremely apparent that just because I disagree with you doesn't mean that I'm trying to fight with you or I don't respect your opinions. That's not the case. Konbanwa minasan. You're gonna have to help me out there. What does that mean? I get the san part, but that's about all I know. Anyway, so it's not me trying to be mean to you. I don't want people to feel like that. What I'm trying to do is create a dialogue around my reactions, and we have an open conversation about it. And I'm really, really sorry if you think that it was an attack against you. That's not the case. I'm just trying to create a dialogue. I know the past 2 weeks when it comes to Tower of God, they have not been very happy with me. So, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm reacting in the moment, and my reactions are very pure, and I'm not going to hold myself back to giving a pure reaction. Anyway, now that that's out of the way, we're going to get into some Omniscient reader. So let me get the music going. You know what? I see stabbing, so maybe this song will work. The episode contains depictions of violence that may be upsetting for some readers. This is a warning, so this is going to be pretty violent. So if you don't like violence, prepare yourself. Oh, Jesus, right off the bat. Stab. I don't remember this happening at the beginning of the last episode. They were kind of just posing. Dang, look at them though. What an iconic duo. Also, I know I say it every single time, but it's so... Am I lagging? Let me know if it continues. So I'm not getting any notifications or anything that says that it's lagging, so just keep me updated. Why is it so pretty? Why is it just so pretty? Slash! Ah, man. They're really doing them in, aren't they? Omniscient Reader. Episode 69, Chapter 15, The World Without a King, Part 5. Wow. The rewards aren't too bad. You received a total of 18,400 coins. She's excited. I don't want to split the coins with her, but I wouldn't have made it without her. I'll just think of it as her tip. Very nice, Doctor. Very nice. I knew it. I knew this is who you truly were. That dude looks like he's seen better days. He deserves it, though. So for those of you who don't know, I've been rereading, comparing Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint to Omniscient Reader. And I know people said this part of the novel is extremely dark. I don't know how much I'll actually be able to read because of what people were saying about it being so dark on camera, but I will be able to read it, even though I will be censoring it for you guys, for YouTube, because we gotta appease some YouTube gods. But I'm excited to see what the differences were, because people were saying, it won't stream for me, I'll try back another time. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Hey, I'm not getting any notifications that anything's going down on the side. Normally, if it's lagging, I'll get a notification to fix it. So I'm sorry to hear that. I should have realized when I first heard those rumors. Slash. What's he going on about? Did he just take his head off? He sure talks a lot for a bit part actor. What's with that look? Are you sad that he's dead? No. Then why do you look so upset? Yeah, why does I look upset? You just let him ramble on just now. Why the hell would you do that? Constellations don't like frustrating situations like that. You have to get straight to the action, you know? Oh, was that what she meant? Of course. The shading and everything in these are just so beautiful. There's no way she'd be worried about me. I don't think you know what you're talking about. You can earn more coins if you let them have their say before you kill them. There's no catharsis without a little frustration. Now they're looting them? You're wrong. The readers, constellations, prefer to have you kill them right away. You're not even an Arthur. What do you know? Oh? I know even better. I'm a reader, remember? This looks useful. Items. Oh, is he finally getting dressed again? Old gentleman suit. B-grade armor. A brown suit worn by an old gentleman. It may be old, but it's still clean. Thank Christ, you finally got new clothes! Its defense stat isn't too high. It'll be better than the robe of the great monk Simeon. You have saved the life of someone of your own species. Your karma point has increased by 1. Current karma points, 25 out of 100. Oh, who saved all these people? That's him, right? The man who rescued us? Did he win? I won't be able to help you from now on. You're on your own from here. It may seem heartless, but I can't afford to look after them right now. There are still plenty of items, so help yourself. Head toward Chungmuro if you can. There may be people there who can help. Items? Smack. That's mine, let it go. I got it to it first. Did you just hit me? He looks annoyed. I'd be annoyed too. Is that what that Dakabai wanted to show me? The world without a king? A world that was spiraled out of control, that has spiraled out of control. Dang! That is something right there. The laws and principles we lived by, and the trust we had in humanity was all futile. Are you trying to get yourselves killed? Are you all animals? Get a hold of yourselves. Use your head if you want to survive. I love her. Who knows if we'll run into people like them again. You need to stick together, not kill each other. But you have enough weapons and essentials now. Picking up a few extra items here isn't going to make you stronger that this guy. I'm sure this is supposed to say than this guy. Until you're sure that you're undefeatable, find yourself some trustworthy allies. That's just common sense. You know that line. Got it! Bolt. I'm just glad he finally got clothes. This man has been walking around in someone else's pants for the past several chapters now. She just ran away. Why are you following me, Dash? You're plagiarizing your own lines now. Until you're sure that you're undefeatable, find yourself some trustworthy allies. This is what Jungiak said in TWSA. To the survivors who came to ask him, to the survivors who came to ask him for advice. I didn't copy anything. That's from my novel. Then why are you running away? Because, wait, why are you chasing me? She won't admit that she plagiarized the novel. I helped you, Clutch, so you still owe me. Ah! What do you mean? Lend me your power bank if you have one. I'm sure you have plenty. I don't have any more. I lost them all in Guangchuamun. See, my phone battery's at 40%. Let me have a look at your novel. No! You have to pay for it if you want to read it. How am I supposed to do that when all the servers are down? Hey, what are you doing? What if the file she has is like mine? Give it back! It can only be read by her. Huh? I can read them. Yu quietly turned on his status window. He wanted to check out the Eye of the Enlightened, a skill he had just obtained. I finally have the Eye of the Enlightened. I've gotten lucky this round. Jungyeon smiled as he read his status window. You really must not have a conscience. What? The character profile is an exact copy of the one in TWSA. You could have at least changed things around. TWSA refers to them as supporting constellations, but I call them sponsors. They're completely different. Yeah, whatever. Then what about the name of the main character? There's even a typo here. It says Jungyeon. If the author of TWSA sees this, you didn't copy and paste this, did you? So what is it? What are you looking for? How many episodes have you read of the original novel? 99? Why am I even answering him? Hey, give that back! Push. So it was her who read up to episode 99. What would the author of TWSA? If he found out the person who had read his novel the most, besides me, was in fact the plagiarist, then you must know where the meteorite will appear. Is this in your novel as well? There are no meteorites in mine. Really? I thought she would have copied that too. But there is a thing called the sealing stone. Hey, stop pushing me. So she did. Soo-young was the one who found the meteorite that had the fire dragon. I slayed in Angok Station. I'm going to go look for the sealing stones. You mean meteorites? You know what I mean. Anyway, you know about them, right? Come to think of it, I put those fire dragon carcasses up for auction. I wonder if they've been sold. Beyond silent. I guess the Dokubai of Seoul must be in a meeting, now that the scenario is ruined. How about a timed boost item? How about a random box for skills? Let's just sell lots of coin items. Give me some ideas. That's what they're probably discussing in the meeting. Ding! The Dokubai shop. The Dokubai shop. Beyond that jerk. Always too busy to message me, but still trying to sell me stuff. He didn't forget to put on ads. Many constellations are frustrated by the sudden ad. All the items I put up for auction have been sold. 8,000, 22,000, damn! He just earned back basically all the coins he had gotten rid of in that last fight. Someone actually bought them at these prices? They even took the bone I put up because I didn't have anywhere to store it. If I knew this would happen, I should have listed them at 99,999 coins. Incarnations, who would have this much money on? Anna Croft, who is supported by a nebula. Ranveer Khan of India. And Fiu from China. That's about all I can think of. Thank you, whoever it was. But why do you want me to go with you? You can probably make it alone. That's right. It might be a gamble to take Su Young with me. I almost died because of her. And if I look at everything she's done so far, she's a horrible person. But her avatar skill is pretty useful. And she knows the most about the novels besides me. She'll definitely be useful. You said so yourself, didn't you? That finding trustworthy allies is the key to survival. Sign here. Using item Temporary Pledge. Temporary Pledge. 1. Dr. Kim and Su Young Han will be under a contract until the end of the current sub-scenario. 2. Both parties will not harm each other until the end of the sub-scenario. That should be easy for Doctor because in order to maintain... Wait, maybe that's over now? In order to maintain the Immortal King, he can't kill anyone. That might be over now because of the past scenario being done. Both parties will take turns sleeping to bypass the sleep penalty. Click to expand, click to expand. So Young must follow Doctor's orders the entire time the contract is in effect. She is not going to like that. So Young will cooperate with Doctor in order to clear the scenario during the contract and follow his orders as long as it does not threaten her life. She's not going to like that, but fair. I feel like there needs to be a little bit of give and take, Doctor. Doctor will protect Su Young while the contract is in effect. Fair, that works out for her. The contract will come to an end as soon as the sub-scenario is complete. Any violations will result in the extinction of the violator's physical body. What? It's not as binding as the support contract, but this will be perfect for now. Do you think I'll sign something like this? I'm not forcing you. And why do I have to follow orders? I've never done that ever in my life. That's great. There's a first for everything. Damn it. Okay, I'll sign it. But under one condition. What is it? We have to share our intel. I have a lot I want to ask you. And you better not lie. I have the lie detection skill. Character Su Young Han has activated the skill lie detection level 1. Just what the hell is your attributes? Sub-scenario survival activities. Category sub, difficulty C+, clear conditions. Survive in the ruined city for 10 days. You must eat 3 meals a day. Sleep for 6 hours every night. Pay a survival fee of 500 coins before going to sleep. If you fail to perform any of the 3 conditions, you will be met with a penalty. Duration 10 days. Reward none. Penalty upon failure, death. This is a scenario with the coin event, where the coin event is applied. All monsters that appear during the scenario have a chance to drop coins when defeated. Alright, let's start that chapter. And let's take a look at the comments. I'll read one and then I'll be right back. And if you get, I'll show you guys Mary. But before I show her, I just want to warn you guys. She's not very pleasant to look at. and it's a picture, so don't worry. I don't have her in the house or anything like that. She's with my stepmom. But just a warning. And I will warn you before then, and I will tell you afterwards, because I know some people do not like that kind of stuff. So there we go. I am proud to say that we have now reached the 69th episode. Nice. Why are you running? Why is the plagiarist how I imagined every girl who took inspiration from what I drew in art class? They're not constellations, they're sponsors. Jokes on, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cringe, but that's kind of a weird, I don't know if I just misread that, but that's kind of weird. Joke's on her, not even Doctor knows his attributes. I have a lie detector. I have a bitch detector, and it's going off the charts. I don't really think she's a bitch. I think their characters just clash a lot because she's the plagiarist. And Dacha's a very loyal reader. Yo, that suit makes him look so classy. I'm just glad he found stuff, or found things. The constellation Lazy Broke Weeb is weeping for not being able to watch the stream live. The constellation Lazy Broke Weeb is glad that the coin farm is now gone. It's enjoying the partnership between the Incarnation KDJ, that's Kim Dacha, and Incarnation, I always forget her name. 5 coins have been sponsored. The amount of thirsty comments in this chapter. They're not gonna survive in future chapters if Doctor in a suit already made them floored. Call me weird, but this is a cute relationship. I think it's a cute relationship. I love the whole opposites a duo thing going on. They're complete opposites of one another, and it's awesome. I enjoy it so much. I just love the fact, too, that Doctor just, like, picks fights with every single girl in his life, too. Plagiarizer. Says something cool and inspirational, everyone. This move, Doctor, YK, that line, is plagiarized. Chases. What's your attribute? Reading? Doctor is just casually stripping people for their clothes. Well, I mean, the man's been basically naked for several chapters now. What the hell is your attribute? That's literally the one question he doesn't know the answer to. Many constellations are frustrated by the sudden ad. Yep, we are right there with you. If you want to read ahead in the novel, this episode ends in the middle of episode 75, chapter 15, A Kingless World 5. Okay, real quickly, I'm going to take a break, and I'm going to pull up that photo. I'll keep it on this one, I'll warn you guys, and then we'll switch over, so give me 1 second. Okay, I am back. Now I'm going to show you this real quickly, and you guys can tell me here on YouTube, this will be up on YouTube later, if that's something you'll be interested in for like a Halloween special, is maybe trying to communicate with the doll, and maybe do some interviews with people in the house. I think that would be pretty cool. About stuff that has occurred. I can talk about my experiences with the doll as well. And that's why I say I am a healthy skeptic, because I do believe that there are ghosts, but at the same time, it takes a lot of convincing for me. Like, you can't just tell me you see something, you know, going, I don't know, like something moving across the table, and me just 100% believe it's a ghost. My questions will be, is there anything that could cause it to move? Is there a draft going on? Stuff like that, you know? I think it's healthy to have a bit of skepticism. So anyway, I'm going to show the photo, and I'm going to do that right now. So if you don't like scary stuff, please turn your head away, whatever. I'm gonna do it right now. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So first off, this is Mary. This is a real doll that my stepmother and my father own. She is a doll from the 1800s. This is real human hair. She is incredibly creepy. And incredibly haunted. She is probably the only doll that I know or that I've seen that I actually believe is haunted. And that's because I have seen and experienced this doll. She, like, it does give me a little bit of the creeps thinking about bringing around even for a YouTube video and doing interviews and stuff with her, because you have to handle her very respectfully. She would probably love the attention. That is the kind of haunted doll she is. But it's got to be done respectfully. Now, if you're looking at the doll's away now, so you can go back to looking. We're still on Instagram though. My stepmother, she is a photographer as well. She's hairstylist by day, photographer by night. Anyway, so this is my stepmother's Instagram here. If you have Instagram, she goes by, I forget her. She's Sherry1. And she does a lot of photography that is spooky or creepy. She's even so much for people who are creating like haunted or works that are scary and stuff like that, of the horror genre. She has created book covers for them and stuff. This is like a side hustle for her. She's very good at it. I love her work. Other cool thing about my stepmom is she was actually born on Halloween. So this is like literally like she came out just being spooky, okay? But I just absolutely adore her work. I mean, there's some things in here that are actually from just stuff in general, but basically she goes to abandoned houses. Sometimes she has models in her photos, so she photoshops them in. And she just, this one right here is actually an abandoned house right next to my grandparents' house. She took a picture of the dentures. They legit just left their dentures there. So she is all about this kind of stuff. There's more to it, but I don't want to scroll down too much because the doll is right there, and I don't want people freaking out when they see her, because she is very, very creepy to look at, and some people are very squeamish about those kinds of things. So, anyway, if you want to check her out and check out some of her stuff that she does, feel free to go do that. Now we'll go back to Omniscient Reader. Sorry, it's almost Halloween, and I am very much in the Halloween spirit. It is a huge thing in my family. And part of this, I know sometimes people get annoyed that I talk a lot, but part of this is I want to build a rapport, a relationship between you and I being the creator, you being the watcher, and I think it's important to know that your creators have a life outside of sitting behind a computer desk, and that it's important to respect those lives and to respect them as human beings. And so I like to share little tidbits about my family, about my life. Not a whole lot, but because you don't need to know everything that's going on, but some stuff, because it helps us grow our relationship as creator and as watcher. I don't want to say friend relationship, even though I call you guys friends, because that's not. Sometimes people. Okay, I don't mean that to sound rude. It's just sometimes people will take that friend and they will think that I'm being serious or legitimate, and then they kind of cross the line. And you hear other creators talk about this too, where people will forget that this is like, you guys, there's 300 of you, and that's amazing to me, but obviously if one of you guys came up to me in real life, ever saw me in real life, and you're like, hey, there's a difference between, hey, your Night Ferox, that's so cool, I watch your stuff, that's different. But if you came up to me and started treating me really friendly, as if you've known me your whole life, that's where, like, boundaries, there's gotta be boundaries. So that's what I mean by that, and so that's why I'm saying creator and watcher. Not necessarily because I don't like you guys, because I do like you guys. I think you're awesome. But just so you kind of get the idea. And so I want to share a little bit about myself too while we're doing these, just because I think it's important to know that your creators do have a life outside of what they do, behind their hobbies if they're just doing this for fun, or behind the screen if this is something they do for a job. It's important. Because there's a lot of people who forget that. And even now, there's only 300 of you guys, and even now people will find my Instagram or my TikTok, and they will try to direct message me, and ask extremely personal questions, or try to hit me up, which is one is already extremely disrespectful, because I do not hide my relationship. I am a married woman. I really love my husband, and I love my family, and so that's already crossing the line and already extremely rude to me. But you shouldn't be doing that anyway with any content creator, trying to hit them up or for just personal reasons, or ask them personal questions. It's okay if you want to ask me about my day, but it should be done on a public platform, not, you direct messaging me and me not knowing who you are. Because what I know you guys by is by your YouTube name or your Twitch name. I don't know anything about you aside from that. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, when you are coming to me, the people who do that, I'm not saying everybody does, but I do get comments from time to time, or DMs, that are like, hey, I watch your stuff, I think you're so cool, do you want to see insert explicitive here? No, I don't. I really do not. I am married. My husband will send you one back. I'm not kidding, so just don't try it. But anyway, let's continue. I just wanted to show you Mary and tell you kind of what's going on and why things are a little bit different this week and what's been different the past few weeks. Okay, I'm so curious to know what's in those click to expand options. I want to know too. The constellation that likes the enemies turning into lovers plot line likes the direction of where this story is going. 5 Coin sponsored. I don't know if they'll ever become lovers, but there is that saying where opposites attract. So, I mean, me and my husband, for example, when we first met... Okay, here's the other thing. My husband and I have known each other... We were high school sweethearts. We have known each other basically our whole lives. Before we started dating, we were best friends. So it wasn't like let's start dating. We were best friends for 2 years before we started dating. And, the crazy thing about it is, before we became friends, even after we became friends, we were still complete opposites with each other. Like, there's just, I was very street smart, he was very book smart. I came from, a poor family, his family was rather well off. Personality-wise, it was just like, he liked metal, I liked pop, it was just like everything was at the other end of the spectrum with us. Like, I was here, he was there, and, anyways, so we learned to overcome those major differences, and it helped us really grow as people, to have each other as our opposites, because I learned a bit about what it was like to, meet and hang out and be with somebody like my husband, whereas vice versa for him. I think it's important to, every once in a while, talk with people that you wouldn't normally talk to, because it helps you grow as an individual. And it helps you realize that there is more to this world than this tiny little bubble that we live in. Okay. I appreciate how expressive Dacha is in the webtoon. In the novel, it seemed he barely had an expressive face, seeing how he almost never addressed his emotions. Then again, the story was written in a way to make him look like a terrible narrator, So looking at all the things he missed or left out makes me happy. You know, that is something I did notice that I kind of talked about from just even the first episode, was the novel is written in such a way where it is definitely a darker kind of novel, whereas the webtoon does bring a little bit of humor in it, and there's a lot more expressions and a whole bunch of different stuff. So it is pretty cool to see that, you know. Anyway. And the thing I said, if you haven't seen that yet, is the thing I like the most, and why I think the webtoon adds to it, right, is even though the novel is a lot more darker in tone, and I'm reading these comments as I'm talking. It doesn't take away a whole lot. Or no, it adds. I'm sorry. It adds to it because you get to see the emotions. You get to see these visuals. And that's what I really like about comics, especially comics that are brought from I can't speak tonight. Brought from novels. That is what I am trying to say. And seeing what they do with it, and people mainly, like, if they've never heard of the novel, that what they're going to fall in love with is the comic, because comics are typically more expressive, and I really love how they have handled the webtoon so far, and I've only read 2 chapters of the novel, and already I can tell, like, the person who's made this comic has done such a great job at just adding little details here and there that really, really make the comic, but keep the original story intact. You'll have to pay to read it. That hit a little close to home. 69th comment on the 69th episode. I used his power to summon Lazy Broke Weeb. I'm honestly creeped out when the covers this November. Went out with the covers this what? Anime win. Let's see what the replays are. I believe it's live action, but hoping for the anime. Same. This would be an anime I'd actually be interested in watching. It honestly makes me so sad that there isn't more anime from manhwa. Because I would really, really love to see that. Reading the manhwa when you have finished reading the novel is honestly interesting. It's probably the same as reading the novel many times, but this time it has visuals and I love it. Anyways, I want to point out many things. First, Kim Dokja in a suit is so sexy. Also, Anna Croft, I don't particularly like her, but she's so sexy. And lastly, the expressions of the characters are so on point and feel so real. Like when Kim Dokja felt lost, my heart clenched. Looking forward to the next episode. What rumors were they spreading about Dokja? Seems very suspicious that she killed him before he explained himself. Well, maybe it's rumors that she doesn't want Kim Dokja finding out about. I like how she is confident about the lie detection skill. She has no idea how easy it is to manipulate, especially if it is only at level 1. Yep. Items 4 and 5 on the contract art. Click to expand. Doctor trying to sneak some fine print in there. Damn plagiarizer, getting mad glamour close-ups. Tsundere? Saw this webtoon, read first 15 chapters. Next thing I know, I read the full line on web novel. Or light novel, my bad. A web novel. Oh, is it on web novel? Wait. I think I already knew that. I think that's what I was reading it on myself. But back to webtoon to keep on supporting and enjoying the visual interpretation. Side note, apparently novel is going to be adapted into movies. That would be really interesting. I would love to read or see that, even if it isn't animated. LMAO, Spooky Dokja in the thumbnail. Yeah, I don't know if you guys go on... what am I trying to say? Go on Webtoon a whole lot, but they've changed all their little thumbnails this week for Halloween, and it changes like every week. So last week they had just had a red background, and then this week they added spooky faces and stuff, and I think that is so cute. It's those tiny little details in Webtoon that make me really, really like them. LMAO, oh yeah, we read that one. Dear Constellations, Readers, the story will now go into a slower build-up phase. Please buckle up and wait patiently, as the fifth scenario at the end of this arc will be one hell of a ride. Every time you say that, I'm like, but will it? And then I get there, and look, I started off the ride with a hat. I had, my little lanyard with my card on it, for my little membership. Maybe I was wearing some glasses, whatever. And I feel pretty calm, and then all of a sudden, halfway through that ride, I accidentally lost my hat. The lanyard's off, and I'm clutching onto my glasses there. And then by the end of it, I've lost my glasses. My hair's a mess, and I look like I have been through a lot. That's what these do to me, okay? Anyway, I think that's going to be all for tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're seeing this here on Twitch, please follow. If you see this later on YouTube, please like and subscribe. I will see you guys all tomorrow for some Kubera. Bye-bye!